I believe that if I make money, you make money, he makes money, everybody's happy. And don't try to do everything yourself because you're going to collapse. I think this is the only way you can succeed with hard work. There's no shortcuts to it. And Instagram is all fake. I always say Instagram is fake, social media is fake. I'm out there living the best life, having like everything in order, looking like everything is perfect. Even though it's not the way you want it to be, sometimes things are working for you, regardless if it is what you want or what you don't want.
Hi, welcome to episode 2 of the Beyond the Success podcast. We are here with Andrea.
Hi.
Who's going to be discussing her concierge and real estate businesses. And before we start, just a big thanks to South Bay Yacht Charters for having us on their yacht. Feel free to check them out here. And yeah, other than that, Andrea, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
No,
it's a pleasure to meet you again.
Anytime, absolutely. So for people that don't know, could you just say a little bit about yourself?
Of course. So my name is Andrea. I'm originally from Romania. I grew up in London, here in the US, and I run a concierge business called Mila Concierge. We take care of everything from super high-end villas, hotel bookings, private jets, supercar rentals, and all the restaurants and nightclubs and everything that Marbella has to offer.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. I mean, having 2 businesses is crazy, but we need to rewind. How did you first get into, what was the first one you did, and how did you first get into that?
So obviously, growing up in London, I had a big network, and I moved here. I went to Le Roche, to the hospitality school.
Okay.
Then in Miami and New York, where I was working in the field, I came back to Marbella, and I had lots of friends of mine asking me, can you help me with this booking? Can you do this for me? I'm traveling to Mykonos. Do you have a contact? And I realized, I was like, I really like that. Like, I like to be in contact. I like to create like personalized holidays for people. And this is where the idea started from. I had some network here in Marbella and some people that helped me with other contacts, and this is how we got it started.
Okay.
Nice. Would you say that being, obviously you said you were brought up in, you were in London and you made contacts. Would you say that being in an area like that is important? Somewhere where there's obviously them sort of higher caliber people to connect to. Would you say that it's important to be in that
in my opinion, to be honest, the schools that I've been to didn't help me in a way like education, because I'm not doing what I studied. I studied business administration, and then my master's in marketing and management for the luxury tourism. But the network that I built there, that's what really helped. To be honest, being in those environments, this is how, in my opinion, you're able to open a business in the luxury field. As you connect with those people help you with like the marketing, because my business grew organic. It wasn't like, it's not necessarily on social media that much, and it's more word of mouth. So it really helped, in my opinion.
So it's definitely not what you know, who you know, more than anything.
Correct. Yeah. In my opinion, it is.
Yeah. It makes sense in that field. I mean, when you was first starting out, obviously people were coming to you and asking, can you help me with this booking? But how did you first start the business? Like, how did you start that?
So last year, the owner of Mila Homes, who is obviously supported me a lot in this journey, it's like Mila Concierge is the sister company of Mila Homes. Told me, I think you should be very good at this. Why don't you put it together? So he suggested me that we open in 2026. I went home. I thought about it for a week, 2 weeks. I started like digging into my contacts. I'm like, okay, what can I do? Who do I know here and stuff? And I went to him. I said, no, let's start before this summer. And he was like, are you sure? I said, yes. So we got it started. We signed all the contracts in Marbella within 2-3 months. I did and I dreamed about this like every day and night. And I do really believe in manifestation. And it did become true. Then we had an opening event on the 10th of June last year. And that's when we started. And now at the moment we're in Marbella, Mykonos, south of France, and Ibiza.
Wow, so
it went very quick, but I believe that if you do what you love, you will succeed. And there's a lot of hard work and a lot of discipline, but for sure you will succeed. You just need to love what you do, so it doesn't feel like you're going to your job.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, go on.
I was just going to say, what's the most important thing that helped you scale from obviously starting out to where you are now?
I think it's the effort I put in, the amount of people I talk to about it, and by being, how do I say it? By being humble with money in a way that I'm very easy with collaborators. I do collaborate with other people because I believe that if I make money, you make money, he makes money, everybody's happy. So as long as you're humble and you don't you're not trying to be greedy with what you earn, I do believe that you can expand a lot. And with contacts that you have, people will appreciate your work. And as long as you're humble about it. Yeah. That's my personal advice.
There's so many people out there that obviously see their first sort of bit of money and then they're spending it on luxury cars and they're spending all the money on these sort of luxuries. But obviously a lot of the time, I guess that's not what you should be doing. You should be putting it back into your business and growing it like that, right?
Correct. You put it back there, and we invested. Like in the beginning when I started, it was just me and Sebastian, the owner of all the other companies. And now in the team, we are over 15 people. So we have a marketing team that takes care of all our social media. We have people in the reservations team. We have people that we send to the locations with our groups. We have people in Ibiza, in Mykonos. So our team has really expanded.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because I saw on your Instagram, even maybe was it, I don't know, a couple of days ago, there was some crazy event going off, no?
Yes, it was at Mamzel.
Yes,
yeah, Mamzel is a great place. It's one of our collaborators, and me and a part of my team being there to see the show before it's open to the public.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, because I was thinking, I know when you're trying to manage big events or get people into these events, I guess it's pretty hard to just be one person, no? So
correct. Yeah. So we do also have personalized events. So we do take care of congresses, launching of businesses. We did have a few here in Puerto Banús. We have a few upcoming, and obviously you need a team. Yeah. So it's better to divide all the tasks to people that actually know how to do those things, and don't try to do everything yourself because you're going to collapse. You're going to get into a burnout. Yeah. You know, it's better when you have a team that's structured and each person has their own tasks and they know how to manage them and they're specialized in that. Because for example, I'm very bad at marketing. Me and Instagram and social media, I'm good for my profile, what I want to post. But for a business one, no. So I do know that, and I do listen to the advice, and I do take into consideration what the people in that specific field tell me. Yeah. And I feel that's very important when you have a business to listen to others' opinion. And sometimes you also have to admit that you're wrong. You know, you don't know everything. Yeah. And all of us, we're still learning.
Yeah. Yeah, every day's a school day, no?
Yeah, correct.
What came first, though? Did the real estate come first or the concierge first?
So, no, I started working for Mila Homes, actually, in real estate when I came back from New York and Miami. And I've been in the company for 1 year, and then we started the concierge side of it. So now I do both. Sense. Real estate-wise, we're taking care in the concierge business of the high-end properties and all the luxury villas here in Marbella and abroad, obviously. And I also do real estate long-term.
Okay. Long term. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Nice. Here in Marbella.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Wow. And what would you say, sort of, if you could say something to your younger self now when you were starting out and you would push them through them hard times or when you were trying to scale the business, what would you say to yourself?
I would say stop breaking down. Yeah. And I would say follow your dream. Keep the hard work, because this is to be honest, I think this is the only way you can succeed with hard work. There's no shortcuts to it. So if you really pursue your dream, I think you're going to make it. And you really need to believe. As I said, I believe in manifestation. I think you really need to believe in your business and in your idea, what you want to become. Because
I guess as well, you have to love what you're doing, right?
Correct. Yes. Otherwise, you're going to go to hell. Going every day to a job that you hate and thinking oh my God, I'm going to be there from 9 to 5. Oh my God, when is this? The time is not running by. You're not there. Your life passes by you. You're not living your own life, you know? So we're here, we're working to live, we're not living to work.
Yeah.
So I think this is important.
Yeah. And you knew straight away that 9 to 5 life wasn't for you?
I did work a 9 to 5 job when I was in Miami. I was a revenue manager assistant in a 5-star hotel in my internship. But I did realize this is not what I want. I'm the type of person that loves to be out there, loves to be with people, networking, communicating. I'm not the type of person that can sit on a desk and just be there on the computer. That's not for me. But there's different people, and everybody has a different personality. And you need to find out first what you love and what you're good at, and then take it from there. And there's going to be a lot of times you're going to fall because you're not going to know what you want. But you stand up and you go and try out again. So I think this is the only advice I can give people.
No, that's good. Yeah. With your business, I'm quite interested. Obviously, you've expanded your team.
Yes.
But where did you expand first? What person, so you've got a marketing team now.
The marketing.
But it wasn't marketing.
That's what we started with. Yes.
Okay.
So it was me and Sebastian that like take care of this business, and then the marketing team, because I realized our social media hasn't had a big impact, but this is because we had a lot of word of mouth. So we work a lot with the royal families. We work with like football teams, hockey teams that come from like Norway, Sweden, and so on. And I didn't really need like a marketing team in the beginning, but obviously now that we're scaling it up, we're like opened in different areas and stuff. We want to be accessible to more people. So obviously the marketing was a big step forward.
Part, right?
Yes, definitely, because those are girls that know what they're doing. They know about the ads. They know what to post, when to post. It's not something just a random page with some pictures. And I feel like the image is really important. The first time you see a business, what do I look at personally? I look at their branding. I look at their image. So obviously, if your image is a little bit chaotic, I don't think you're going to give out the impression that you want to give out. Yeah. So that's why I feel like specialized people in this like are better than doing it myself.
No, it makes sense. I mean, on a little bit of a tangent, but before we was waiting by the gate for you, right? And one of the bars there are trying to call people in, sort of like a market. And I was just saying to Alfie that
like PR, right?
Yeah,
like
it just devalues your brand so much, because I mean, you don't see Rolex, shouting people in because they know they're worth it.
Correct.
So when you do that, especially on the port,
I see it happens a lot here. Yes, there's a lot of promoters, but obviously the high-end places in Marbella that we know. Have you ever been to a high-end place and people telling you, no, come in? No, they actually don't let you in. It's there's a bodyguard. They're going to check your IDs. They're going to check if you have a reservation and stuff. And we are accessible to the public, but we do specialize on high-end and luxury clients.
Yeah, I mean, that's high ticket.
This is our field. Obviously, we do like have groups that come here and there, but normally we do have like the high-end clients that we take care of here in Marbella.
No, it's also picking your target market, right? Like you don't want to be targeting everyone. Like here in Puerto Banús, or let's say Rolex, there's a Rolex shop just down there. They're not targeting everyone. They're not making it accessible for everyone. It wouldn't be Rolex.
Correct. Yeah, if you go in there, you're not going to be able to get a watch. Here in the port, it's impossible unless you're not on a waiting list or you do have contacts or you're a Rolex customer. Yeah.
So it's important to obviously target the right people. Target one set of people that
picking your niche.
Exactly, picking your niche and picking them that perfect person to sell to. Really.
Correct. Yes, our niche is it's very specific, because obviously we are in areas where like there's like the top hotspots in Europe. So obviously it's accessible for everybody, but to a certain point. So obviously we're targeting the high audience, but obviously we have other kind of like groups that come here and there, and they're happy with our services, and we're happy to accommodate everybody that we can. Yeah. We're not like we only want this kind of people or that kind of people. No, we're like open to everybody. It's just we need to do like tailor-made holidays for them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And what would you say from when you started to now again was the biggest mistake that you made?
Breaking down. That was the biggest mistake, because I did have times like on, Instagram is all fake. I always say Instagram is fake. Social media is fake. I'm out there living the best life, having like everything in order, looking like everything is perfect. But obviously behind all that image that you're trying to maintain, because obviously it's linked to my business, I did have a lot of times when I was down and times when I didn't know what to do anymore. I wouldn't know how to handle certain situations, and I did ask for advice, but I felt like everything is running up, like under my feet. And in those times, I feel like I should have been more calm and trust that the universe is going to work in my favor, because at the end of the day, there's not such big problem that cannot be solved. There's always a solution. But when you're not in the right state of mind, you're not going to see the solution. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, You're just going to see like, oh my God, everything's going bad. It's just phases in life, and you have to pass those by being calm and like keeping yourself together. That's my biggest mistake that I did.
And I suppose as well, obviously you've got the team to help with the marketing, but not only that, but they also help when you're feeling down. You've got a whole team that's there for you as well, which is
we are. I'm very happy to say that we're like a family. It's a Mila family. Everybody that knows us from outside, they know how we are with each other. They're not just my work colleagues. We're actually like best friends between each other. We do go on trips together. We do like hang out a lot on the weekends. And I feel like that really helps, because we're always there to support each other. There's no competition, because everybody's good at something. And we always try to help each other and boost each other's confidence up, not to like cut it off, because this is what a real family does. And all these people that are in my team, they don't have their families here. Nobody is from Marbella. Everybody's from abroad. So you're in a new country, new place, new people. Your family is not here. So you have to do like what you can with the people around you. And we really did manage to give that family feeling. And I'm really happy about it. Like that's the best thing about this business. It's not the business, it's the people.
Yeah.
It's the people that are amazing.
That's really nice to hear, because there's so many businesses that manage their employees completely different. You know, they manage them the opposite in that way. They almost just treat them like employees. Whereas with your side, you're treating them, obviously they're doing work for you and they're really good at what they do. And you appreciate that and you're helping each other lift. And
because without them, this wouldn't be where it is, you know? So I believe a lot in the leadership way of helping people, not in the bossy way and like ruling people around. Because sometimes maybe you have a bad day. Maybe I have a bad day. Why am I allowed to have a bad day and you're not? You know, at the end of the day, we're humans and we all make mistakes and there's always room to learn. So
yeah, I mean, it's been proven that it's quite an outdated method with the corporate way that Alfie was talking about. Employers, if they don't feel like employees, I guess, in a way, or they feel respected, then they're more likely to do the best work for you possible.
Correct,
as well.
yes.
So.
And they come to work, like I see my team, everybody comes to work happy. Everybody comes to work excited. Like we have a lot of content to do. We have to go here, we have to go there, but we're also having fun. And I believe in a job, okay, it's not always about fun and games, but you should have fun. It shouldn't be all serious. It shouldn't be all about the business. You should have fun and you should enjoy it. You know, it's a rodeo that you're going to take it once, you know, life, you're only going to live it once. So you might as well enjoy it.
Yeah. And you're a big believer of this manifestation.
Very big believer.
Where did this actually come from?
So a few years ago, I started doing these like self-development exercises. Like I write down every night 10 things I'm grateful for. And I really like the 5-minute journal. If you guys have the chance, have a look at it. It's something like you write quickly in the morning, in the night, but it really helps me. Like me personally, it was amazing. And I do believe in manifestation. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe that if you think about it and you really want it and you put effort into it, you're going to get it. I do believe I manifested all my life. My whole life has been manifested, even living in Marbella. It was a dream. I was 14. I was coming here on vacation. I was like, oh, wow, this is a dream. It's just celebrities, supercars, everything. And 5 years later, I see myself living here. And honestly, if this is your dream, like pursue it and believe in it because it's going to happen. Law of attraction is real. Law of attraction really works and manifestation really works. And also like a tip, I think visualization also plays a big impact. If you visualize how your life is going to be there, visualize your dream car, visualize your dream business, visualize your dream partner, all these things together. If you do it enough, the universe is going to give it to you. Yeah,
because if you're visualizing, you know, if you want them big things, like if you've got that motivation to have nice cars, but you're visualizing staying stuck where you are.
Correct.
You're being negative and you're already, you know, you've
exactly the negative thoughts. There's many times when the negative thoughts come into your brain and they just destroy what you actually believe in. So you have to kind of try to separate them, feel the emotions, cry, feel them, of course, because they're yours, they're there, but don't concentrate on them. If you can change something, try to switch the thinking. For me, it was a lot of hard work. I realized these things in years, you know, so I started doing this when I was 21. I'm 27 now. And not all my dreams came true, but I'm still working on it. And I still believe that they are going to come true.
Yeah, even on a physiological level, positive manifestation it's been proven to work. I used to speak to this psychologist in the gym when I was back home, when I was back in England, and he just did this one tip with me where he said, put your arms out, try and resist me. And he was saying, just say that you're worthless, you know, you're not worthy of anything and you know, all these negative thoughts. And they pushed down my arms and they went all the way down. And then with the same force as last time, he said, okay, now we'll do it again, but positive, say that you're the best, that, you know, you can, and I resisted. But it's like a mental state.
It's all with the brain, all linked to the brain. Yes, it's correct. Yes. So if I can give you a tip, definitely try to do manifestation and try to visualize always the best scenario. Yeah. I'm not saying put your hopes up and then be very disappointed because then you're going to fall. But think about the best scenario that can happen. Yeah. And this is what brings you to success and to happiness and clarity in your life.
We've got some manifestations.
Yeah, I'm going to be going home now. I'm going to be like,
I'll send you guys my journal.
Please do.
Yeah, just go for it. Yeah. I'm sure that's going to help a lot of other people as well, because there's other people that are going to be in your position and they're really struggling. Well, sort of, you know, before when you were having those breakdowns, and they'll be seeing this and they'll be thinking, right, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like, for example, you've pushed through them hard times, and where you are now, you're looking back and thinking, wow, I was so silly, just almost having these breakdowns, and I should have just carried on going, and as you did.
Yes, when I look back now, but back then,
of course.
anybody could have told me, I'm like, no, this is crazy. What is it happening to me? You know? But no, to be honest, my friends, they always come to me and they ask me for advice. When they have a bad day, bad energy, something, they come to my house, they're like, oh my God, just tell me something to make me feel better. And because I did a lot of work on myself, I can help other people. Like I can help my friends. I can give advices and I can tell them how would I react in this situation. But it's never the same. When you're in this position, it's different. You know, you're like, you feel like everything is going wrong. Everything is like working against you, but it's actually not. And sometimes, even though it's not the way you want it to be, sometimes things are working for you, regardless if it is what you want or what you don't want. God is protecting you from something. You know, for example, when a relationship doesn't work out, maybe the person's not for you. Maybe the person is like a toxic person and would have brought you down even more. You're suffering for now for like 2-3 weeks, whatever, but then you're going to get over it. It's the same as a job. You didn't get that job. You didn't get that job for a reason. It's not that you didn't get the job because the universe is against you. No, maybe the job is not for you. Maybe you're meant to be like somewhere else, somewhere higher, somewhere better. Same as the country. The country is not for you. You probably don't belong there.
That's what I thought. That's why we came here.
Everybody belongs to Marbella. I don't know how this happens, but to Marbella, everybody belongs.
Yeah. And there we go. I think the last thing I would sort of say, obviously we've talked a lot about manifestation, but is there any sort of business advice that you would give to the younger generation or upcoming entrepreneurs? What is the best business advice that you could give to them?
I would say, whatever you do, whatever business you decide to do, whichever path you decide to take, make sure you love that path. Make sure you do it with pleasure. Make sure you dream about it in a positive way. Don't see it as like, oh my God, I need to be there. I need to do that just because I have to. I know a lot of parents will hate me for saying this, but not always the parents' advice is the right path for you. For example, my parents are doctors. My parents always wanted me to be a doctor. I didn't choose that path. They weren't happy about it. But I chose the path that I love, and obviously they're very proud. But it's more about you. You should know how you feel about certain things in business, in careers. And obviously parents' advice and friends' advice and teachers and professors, it's important, but always trust your gut feeling and trust what you think is good for you, because nobody knows but you. This is what I could say.
That's really good advice, actually.
Yeah.
I hope this is going to help the younger generation.
I think it will.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was a pleasure.
No problem at all. And thank you so much again to South Bay Yacht Charters for having us here in Puerto Banús on their yacht. If you are looking for a yacht to share with your friends, come here, because this is definitely the best yacht you're going to find around here. Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. Boom.
That was brilliant.
Nice one.
Thank you, Andrea.
Amazing.
That was great.